This week was in regards to organizational development, which is efforts to put forward to improve in an organization's effectiveness. The first article this week deals with training and development within organizations. There is research that shows that training is effective and how it is done does make a difference. Well designed training can be impactful and beneficial for companies and allow them to stay competitive and adaptable. The TED Talk that Jim Hemmerling did discusses transformations. Firstly, how people view self transformation as a very positive thing that they are excited about and want to know what it has to bring and offer, and just overall, there's a positive mindset to it. And when it comes to organizational transformation, people may feel more reserved and nervous for what that actually means and think that any type of organizational transformation is going to be negative. Hemmerling goes on to explain an always on transformation approach and changing our mindsets. Companies making changes quickly with short term goals in mind are not helping in overall effective transformation. They are making changes to get something done, complete the task, and then move on, but there's no actual transformation or change that is seen long term from that. He recommends transformations need to have an overall purpose that gets people excited and eager to be involved. There should be a people first mindset. Hemmerling draws attention that it is important to give people the tools needed to succeed. This goes hand in hand with the importance for companies to develop and train their employees, give them the tools to succeed, and reinforce what is expected. There will be a sense of continued learning, and people won't be left behind or blindsided by a major change that they weren't prepared for if their organizations are actively encouraging the continued learning and providing necessary means for these developments and for these trainings, and doing it in an effective way and style that people are actually retaining the information and gaining something from it. So, an example of needless bureaucracy that comes to mind is how my job handles their inventory. Each medical assistant is responsible for 1 to 2 rooms, making sure they're fully stocked and the overall inventory sheet, Excel sheet, is up to date. We have checklists in our rooms that we're supposed to do weekly checks and update the inventory, pull stock from whatever's needed. I agree with that process. In general, it is good to do these weekly checks, make sure no rooms are left without something they need. But one part I don't like about it is the strictness of the checklists. I think it's important to go through the checklist, update what you need to update, and turn it in when things are changed. But there's just unnecessary processes attached to it that every single item in the room is on that checklist. So we gotta go through it all, make sure it's all there, which I have no problem with. I'll put my little checks. But in every single box, we are expected to date and initial through all of them. Whether it's there, you have to initial it, and then you also have to initial yes or no if you pulled restock, and then the next sheet, yes or no if you updated the Excel sheet. I think it's just an unnecessary process. It's time consuming and time wasting to have to go through every single box and put it's there, no I did not pull, no I did not update the Excel sheet because I didn't need to. I think there should just be an overall general line through it. I'll turn in a paper every week showing that I did do my stock and that nothing was pulled, or I did my stock and these 4 things on the checklist, they're dated and initialed. But my job is every week you need to turn in the sheets whether you pulled stock or not. So one of my rooms is an extra surgical room, so we don't always use it. I am hardly stocking that room. Like, I'm not stocking that room often because people aren't in it, but weekly I'm supposed to go through every single box and sign off that I didn't stock the band-aids, I didn't stock the gauze, I didn't stock this, I didn't stock that. I think it's unnecessary and it's honestly just time wasting. I think there should be an overall more concise way to do it, which still has the importance of the stalking and tracking without the wasted, unnecessary time of random initials. And that's my thoughts on how to fix that. Thank you.